Everybody, this is going to be how to sign on to the Bloomberg Terminal. So on your desktop, you'll have this link for the Bloomberg Terminal. You can double click on it to pull it up. When you first open it, it will look like this, and you can click Enter or click Go on the keyboard to open from there. Once you are clicked in, you can either create a new login, which you can do when you create one for yourself. You can, once it loads, maybe, you can say no if this is your first time ever doing this, put in your information, put in your title. So you can put, I think they have drop downs for all kinds of things. So analyst, you put analyst on there. Student doesn't show up though. So maybe say that you're equities analyst or something. That'd be kind of cool. Or education, there you go, that's your focus. So you can put whatever you want on there. I already have an account, so I'm not going to do that, but you can create your own account. And then once you have a login, this is mine. I have a special thing where I have to verify via my fingerprint, but you will not have to do that. So I will do that part. And then the Bloomberg terminal will look like it shuts off, but it's going to log out of that piece and then reopen new things. And a bunch of new things will open all at the same time. I have a custom setup on mine, so I'm going to get out of my custom setup because you don't care. So I'm going to click this desktop button up here. You may see something like this, where you have a lot of like green and red and flashing things, especially if you're doing this between the hours of 6:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. during a workday. That means the market is going to be open Pacific time anyway. And so that means this might be flashing and going crazy on you. And so just be aware, you don't need to worry about this. This is the launch pad, which is just like a market watching type window. So I'm going to click desktop to get rid of my launch pad. Then we'll click the X. It's going to say my view changed because I moved it. Do you want to save that? No, I don't. Do I want to exit the launch pad? Yes, I do. I don't really need the launch pad for what I'm doing. And so this is actually the Bloomberg Terminal. The Launchpad is just one way to view markets, but the Bloomberg Terminal is the tool that we use. I also have it set up to open my DMs automatically, so I'm going to exit my conversations there. Yours might also show up like that with the instant Bloomberg. You can just close it. Okay, so now I'm actually on the terminal. This is like the home screen for the terminal. We want to search for BMC, which is Bloomberg Market Concepts, and you can just type BMC and hit enter, or you can they give you a drop down, so you can just type or click on that BMC piece. If you've never had an account, you want to go sign up. If you're a professor, you can do that, but if you're not, you continue as a learner. You create your account. You need to create an account separate from the terminal. So there's a login account for the terminal, and there's a Bloomberg Education login as well. And those are separate things because the Bloomberg Education account can be logged into from a browser separate from the terminal, so they don't have to have the same logins. You can access Bloomberg for Education separately if you pay for it. If you're using the terminal that the university pays for, then you don't have to pay for anything. Chico State's paying for it for you, so you're good to go. But you can create an account, check the boxes that you agree to the terms of service. I already have an account and I'm going to log into that one. So if I put in my email and put in the password and log in, now you can see it sets me up with Bloomberg on the web or Bloomberg in the terminal. And I want to use on the web. In the terminal, here's what happens if you do in the terminal, it kind of breaks. It just doesn't work right. You might be able to do it. I guess for me, it's kind of working. So maybe I'll be able to. Let me try it. Yeah, it kind of stinks. So I wouldn't do it that way. I would do it on the web. If you click on the web, it will open a web browser like this, and then you can click BMC, and then you can see I opened economic indicators earlier, and so I've actually already done this under I have a different account, a different Bloomberg account, so I've already done all this, and I have the Bloomberg concepts already completed, but they will update these occasionally, and you could go start, resume, and go to each one of them. And so if you go through if you're signed up through a class, then you can do it that way. If you want the Bloomberg certificate, this is the 4 that you need to complete. And you can go through and try a bunch of them. Once you're done with each of these, you go to home. Your Bloomberg certificate will be there. You can add a link to your profile, your LinkedIn, You can download the certificate, all those things. So it's all there ready to go for you. If you have any questions, you can contact me. The easiest way to get a hold of me is email cef@csuchico.edu. That stands for Center for Excellence in Finance, cef@csuchico.edu. Or you can find my name. This is my name, Jacob Arbogast. You can search for me on the Chico State webpage. In case you don't already know who I am, maybe you're not one of my students, you can find me on the Chico State webpage. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Happy to help you. And I hope this works out for you, and good luck on the BMC certificate. Thanks for watching.